Hello everyone, and this is Sasuke419 here. Welcome back to Let's Play Ducktales Remastered Part 2. As you can see here, we have all the levels, but I think I'm going to start off with the Himalayas, and I'll get to that in a second after this cutscene.
Pack my parka, Duckworth. We're headed for the Himalayas to hunt for the lost crown of Genghis Khan.
Shall I forward your call, sir?
Gee, can I come, Uncle Scrooge? I want to see the pretty Himalayan marmots.
Oh, not this time, Wibby darling. I need you here looking after the boys. Otherwise, who knows what kind of trouble they might get into.
Oh, that's very smart. Uncle Scrooge!
Indulge me, lads. The last thing this expedition needs is a wee lass about. Oh, I'm going to have enough trouble looking after the launch pad.
Besides, we really don't want Webigail anyway. I'm sorry, I'm just not really that much of a fan of Webigail. In the series, she was kind of annoying, so yeah. So yeah, we're going to the Himalayas, and like I said, I would explain why. If you already played DuckTales before, either the remastered or the original, you have a pretty good idea why I'm going to the Himalayas first. But let's find out.
Launch pad. I told you to land in the center of the mountain range, not in the center of a mountain.
Gee, Mr. McD, I thought that crash was rock solid.
The only rocks around here are the ones inside your head. Ugh, we're nowhere near Shadow Pass and the Lost Crown. Now fix this wreck so we can get airborne. And step on it, lad. I'm paying you by the hour, and I'll nae having you billing me for overtime.
No problem, boss. As long as I have this fuel regulator, we're as good as... Whoopsie-daisy. Oops. My mom always said I was a Butterfingers.
Oh, no. Please tell me you've got another one of those.
Sure I do. But it's back in Duckburg.
Launch pad!
Don't worry, Mr. McD. I'll climb down and get it.
You'll do no such thing. I'll get it. You stay here and try not to cause any more damage.
Okay. You're the boss.
Webigail, why? But anyway, guys, here we are. We are in the Himalayas. One thing about this level is it is almost impossible to pogo anywhere unless it's on an enemy, because as you see, the ground is made of snow. The ground has so much snow on it. If you pogo on anywhere in the ground, you get stuck momentarily. So the only thing you really can do is pogo on ice or pogo on enemies. So yeah, it's gonna be really hard to pogo here, or at least move by a lot faster. And as you can see here, you get hit once, you lose a heart piece. You get hit 3 times, and that'll cost you a life. But that's why we're here at Himalayas, because in the game of DuckTales, at least in hard and extreme mode, there are 2 stages that have secret treasures that contain 1-ups, or excuse me, health ups. Now, there are secret treasures in every stage, so like I said, there's 5 stages, and outside of the 2 that have health ups, there's treasure that can get you $1 million. So if you're trying to get high scores or high money count, that's what you need to do. But if you want to survive a little bit longer, then you want to go for the health ups. So that's, like I said, that's why a lot of people who play DuckTales, they ought to go to Transylvania, because spoiler alert if you didn't know, that's where the one health piece is, the other health piece is. But I'm not going to be tackling Transylvania right away. Like I said, I'm going to do Himalayas, and then I'll show you next time where we're going to go. But
Ha-ha! Jackpot! Here now, don't touch that. I need it to fix my plane. Stop! Oh, it's too late. Those bunny bandits have torn it apart. I've got to find those pieces fast.
so yeah, now we're stuck with the task of now searching for 3 rabbits that have the pieces. So we have to make sure we kill 3 rabbits that have the pieces. And again, if this is your first time playing it, they're the same 3, but you have to find them. So there's not just, hey, just not gonna kill 3 rabbits and you're good. Anyway, here's the first secret treasure. As you can see there, that's a health piece, so that gives you a health up. If you were playing this on easy and medium, I think every piece of treasure is a health up, especially in easy mode, because in easy mode, you can get up to 8 pieces of health, and you'll take half damage, so normally you'll take 16 hits for you to die. But like I said, here, now I have 1 health up, so I can take 4 hits instead of just 3. So, like I said, that's always a good thing to do. You can still die by bottomless pits. I'm trying to think, what else do you need to know about the treasure system? Like I say, the main goal of DuckTales, like I said, is to go on your treasure hunt, because that's pretty much what the series was about anyway. The actual DuckTales series, and I can see myself, I keep getting hit by that, but the main point of DuckTales in the series was for Scrooge to go and get as much money as he can to maintain the status, like I said before, of the richest duck in Duckburg.
Morning glory! Now to find the other 2 pieces.
And as you see there, like I said, that's how you get the 3 pieces, so you pretty much have to explore all over to get those 3 pieces back. You cannot proceed unless you get all of them, but like I said, since we're here too, we're going to try and get as much treasure as we can. Because like I said, getting treasure means you do get something extra. You do get to have as much money, because if I could show you the vault, like when you first start the game and it's a brand new game and you have 0 money, you can actually enter into Scrooge's vault. And if you enter Scrooge's vault, if you don't have that much money, his vault will be relatively empty, and you can actually do the iconic dive.
Gosh, me kilts! It's Bubba Duck! Looks like that poor little pea brain got caught in a deep freeze.
But yeah, you can actually get caught, you can actually dive in the vault like you would in the opening and in the series of DuckTales.
Whoa, what happened? Scrooge? Ooga ooga! Scrooge saved Bubba!
There, little fella. Uncle Scrooge is here to help.
Scrooge saved Bubba! Scrooge saved Bubba! Scrooge saved Bubba! Bubba helps Scrooge! Bubba helps Scrooge forever!
You know, I could use a bit of help smashing away this giant icebox. What do you say, Bubba?
Ooga ooga!
In that case, follow me, lad.
So in case you guys didn't know, this is Bubba Duck. He was in the series. I forgot what season of DuckTales he debuted in, but he's a cave duck that was found in ice, but was saved by Scrooge and the boys. So, you know, he became a reoccurring character, and since we saved him from the ice, he agreed to help us. So what he does is, depending on what directional, what way you have Scrooge directed at, and how you move, he goes and he follows you, and any ice path in the way, he'll smash rocks. Now, what I'm trying to do here, sometimes to get some of the treasure, you have to beat him to the areas, or else he's going to smash the ice that you can use to pogo up to get other treasure. Like I said, because you want to get as much treasure as you can, because you want to be richer. They said Scrooge was a billionaire, but that was in the 80s. I would have to say by now Scrooge should be a trillionaire, maybe a quadrillionaire, because $1 billion, it still is a lot, but compared to today's age, you know, maybe it's not that much. But yeah, we're about to come across the another cutscene.
This is the end of the line, Bubba. It's time for you to head to the surface.
Bubba home with Scrooge?
Aye, Launchpad is waiting to take you home to Duckburg. On your way now.
But yeah, I do like these cutscenes. Like I said, it feels like an episode of DuckTales, which, like I said, DuckTales was one of my favorite Disney afternoon shows. The only ones that may have been on par, or if not better than DuckTales, was Darkwing Duck, which was amazing.
It's the second piece of the fuel regulator. One more piece to find and we can get out of this overgrown icebox.
So yeah, like I said, one was Darkwing Duck. That was an amazing show. Launchpad was actually in there as well. And Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, which I think to me was my favorite, because Chip and Dale were my favorite Disney characters. So, one thing about Darkwing Duck, as a kid I've always wondered how Launchpad was in DuckTales and Darkwing Duck. I always thought that maybe he worked two jobs, like he worked as Scrooge's pilot, but then that was just his part-time, and whenever he went home, he was home with Darkwing and Gosling, and it's, I don't know, just stupid things thinking about as you're a kid. I don't know if anyone else had thought about that, but that's something that always crossed my mind when I was younger. But anyway, like I said, we got to find that third regulator piece, but also too trying to find as much hidden treasure as you can. Because like I said, I want to try and get as much as you can. Like you can easily get over $1 million in the stages, because once you beat the boss, the little mini boss of each stage, you do get the treasure that is $1 million. So that is one thing that's good. Like I said, there are tons of secret paths in DuckTales, a ton of them. A lot of them I remember from when I was younger and playing the original DuckTales on NES, which I actually have to say something. During the time that this game came out, a lot of people were excited for it, but I know there was quite a bit of an outcry for DuckTales Remastered. How some people complained that it was too hard, or it was just like the original, and they didn't really do that much to it. And I'm gonna have to call bullshit on that. I think this game is fantastic. That's why I'm Let's Playing it, but I'll tell you more about it in a second.
Will wonders never cease? Launchpad, that crate looks almost airworthy.
Don't crack up what you can't fix up, I always say. Any luck finding that fuel regulator?
Ugh, no. Some wee beasties ran off with it in pieces. They've got to be down there somewhere.
All right, then I'm gonna need it before I can finish any more repairs.
Is there not something else to keep you busy while you wait?
Nope.
Good. Enjoy the downtime then.
Gee, thanks, boss.
Because I'm docking your pay till I get back.
Gee, thanks.
So yeah, like I said, I had to call bullshit on that. Like I said, this game is a fantastic game. For one thing, they pretty much had to go and get almost every original voice actor came back to reprise their roles, and they did a damn good job for voicing something that they haven't in what, almost 30 years for all of them to come back. So that right there, this right here is a treat. That's why I'm keeping all the cutscenes in. I did that for the first time I played DuckTales Remastered, and I did a recording. I ended up deleting the videos off my YouTube page, but it's because the quality was not all that good. I'm still debating how good the quality is here, but I know it's a lot better than what I had beforehand, using a Dazzle, using 480 and all that stuff, so I know it's much better, but I'm still working on it. Like I said, I'm going to save up to get an actual, better capture card that has HDMI recording instead of using component cables. But anyway, like I said, we got the original voice actors back. The only one that couldn't come back to reprise her role, I believe, was the voice actress of Mrs. Beagley, because if I'm not mistaken, I believe her voice actress passed away, I think maybe in 2011, if I'm not mistaken. But I'll tell you after this.
Oh, look at the ducks! The last one! Now to get this fuel regulator back to Launchpad.
And she does a very good Mrs. Beakley role. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think we're about to get to a Mrs. Beakley, or I forgot one of the stages. I forgot what stage this Mrs. Beakley shows up in, but her name escapes me right now, I'm sorry, but the one who voices Mrs. Beakley in this game, she does a damn good impersonation of the original Mrs. Beakley, and I appreciate that. But besides that, everybody else came back to reprise their roles, and that is amazing. Like I said, I know some people complained Alan Young didn't sound the same as Scrooge, but you gotta imagine, Alan Young at the time was 92, and look at this, he still sounds like it, or you listen to this, so, I heard other complaints, people saying, oh, it's too easy, or they didn't change anything from DuckTales. Isn't that what difficulty settings are? You know, you can do an easy mode if you want, you know, where you take 16 hits before you die. So you got your easy mode, and you have invincibility coins, so you can be invincible. I'm not mistaken, I think easy and medium mode have full cake. They have like, and you know, normally you'll get ice cream that replenishes just one health piece, and in easy and medium mode you do get and I died, but you do get ice cream that replenishes one bar or one piece of health, but you get a full piece of cake or full cake easy and medium that replenishes your entire health bar. So if you're going easy mode, take 16 hits, you could be down to like your last hit or two, find a cake, and replenish your entire health. So that's extremely easy. You got invincibility. Then you got hard mode, which is essentially the same as the original NES, only they don't have the hard pogo. Because in this game, all you need to do is just jump and press one button, and you can do pogo. Or you can do hard pogo, which is just like the NES, in which you jump, hold down, and press the action button, and you'll do a pogo. But they made it a little bit easier so you could be more accurate. So that's one thing I appreciate them for with this. And once you beat the game, I believe on hard mode, you get to unlock extreme mode, which is the exact same as the NES version. It's a straight blitz. You have to play all of it together, and if you game over in extreme mode, it's no save states. So game over, you have to start the entire game all over again. So you can be at the final boss, game over, and you have to start the entire game all over. So
here you go, Launchpad. Good as new. Now get this bucket of bolts back in the sky.
Just a tick, Mr. McD. This oughta do it. Now there's your problem.
Webigail, what in the world are you doing here?
I wanted to see the pretty crown, Uncle Scrooge.
Oh, great. Now I've got to babysit you and Launchpad.
But I can help, Uncle Scrooge. You're not like the boys, are you? You don't think I'm just a worthless tag-along, do you?
you are a worthless tag-along, and you should feel
Not a
bad.
moment too soon. Strap in tight, Webby dear.
Off we go. Nothing but blue skies ahead. Clear as a bell. Not a cloud in sight.
Launchpad, knock off that infernal chatter.
Gee whiz, I was only trying to lighten the mood.
If anything, we need to lighten the plane. Feels like she's lost maneuverability with all the unexpected cargo we seem to have picked up.
No worries, Mr. McD. I've got the coordinates for Shadow Pass locked in. We'll be there lickety-split.
More like lickety-splat.
Glumgold!
Nice to see you, McDuck. Especially since you've led me right to the treasure. To whom do I owe my thanks? Your idiotic pilot? Or did you play it safe and let those two wee ones fly the plane?
You dirty cheat! Only you could sink so low.
And at 15,000 feet, no less.
Complain all you like. The lost crown of Genghis Khan will look right at home on my feathered noggin. Wouldn't you say, Scroogey?
That's what you think. You'll never beat us to Shadow Pass.
So, the crown is in Shadow Pass, eh? Thanks for telling me.
Launch pad.
So yes, that's Flint Glom Gold. He is your rival, and he is the second richest duck in Duckburg, and he always wants to surpass you. So as you can see here, he is trying to, really, he's trying to kill us. Sending Beagle Boys and sending bombs to try and kill us. So that's something we cannot allow. So, but anyway, you get rid of the Beagle Boys, and as soon as he drops a bomb in your plane, you want to go ahead and knock the bombs away, because your plane can go down if you don't do anything. Now you want to be careful because you can fall off the plane. This isn't your Sonic game. You can easily fall off the plane if you walk off the edge. So that's something you want to always avoid. And that should be the last hit.
You haven't seen the last of me, McDuck!
Take that, you big old meanie! We sure showed him that cheaters never cheat and winners never win, didn't we?
Try it the other way around and I couldn't agree more, Webby. Pickle me, pin feathers, there it is. Shadow Pass directly ahead. Take us down, Launchpad. Slow and steady this time.
No problemo, Mr. McD.
We're close to that treasure now. I can almost smell it.
Wasn't me.
Then what was it?
That definitely wasn't me.
Whatever it is, it won't last long if it tries to get between me and the lost crown.
Uncle Scrooge, don't go!
Dinna worry, lassie. Whatever is in that cave is no match for your Uncle Scrooge. I earn my fortune by being smarter than the smarties and tougher than the toughies. If anything's in there, it had better step aside.
But I'm scared.
Stay with Launchpad. He'll take good care of you.
Stay with Launchpad? Gee, now I'm extra scared.
Well, damn, Launchpad. How you gonna let Webby crack on you like that? But yeah, anyway, like I said before, all that cutscenes and explaining Flint and Glom Gold. But yeah, so people are complaining about the difficulty, and I already said no. You can change the difficulty any way you like. You can even make it the original NES settings if you want to. However, people are complaining, saying that the game, they didn't change anything from it. And again, I have to disagree, because the bank vault scene from Part 1, that's something completely new to this game. That wasn't in the original NES. If you boot up the original NES, only thing you're going to get is immediately the level select and go from there. Okay, but yeah, so here we go with the Sasquatch, Abominable Snowman, however you want to do. All you gotta do is wait until he, or she, I should say. All you gotta do is just wait until they get mad, punch the walls, and then all these ice blocks fall down. And you wait for the stone to come by, and then as soon as you get it, you go ahead and you knock him down, which I missed. We have to have one of the 3 blocks hit her, and damn it, I died again. But yeah, so all you gotta do is just do that, knock down the ice blocks, and pogo on her head, and you are good to go. Dodging the ice blocks is extremely easy. I mean, really, it's just stepping slightly to the left or right. That's easy. For some reason, in this playthrough, I've seemed to have more trouble dodging the jumps, because trying to time when they're going to jump or when they're going to move, for some reason, I don't know why, I've just had a lot of trouble with this one. And maybe because I haven't played this game in a long time, it's been a while, so like I said, that's how you have to do. You have to just time it, move back and forth, wait, and then actually this time maybe hits, and I keep missing. Like I said, so I don't know what the hell was wrong with me in this playthrough. I kept messing up, but that stomp right there, whenever she stays in the air, get ready to stomp, you don't want to be on the ground when she lands, because that will cause an aftershock and you'll take a hit for that. So, like I said, I believe it's still 5 hits like it was in the original game, because in the original DuckTales, all the bosses or mini bosses took like 5 hits. So that was all you had to do, so it wasn't that bad. There comes a point where you eventually get to a point where she gets mad and she gets rid of all the blocks, except for like this, for example. The only ones you have to worry about now are the one in the middle. So you have to line it up so they get into the. And I died again. Like I said, I don't know what was wrong with me during this playthrough, but I think I do it this time, or not. I'm not sure. I kept dying. I lost so many lives and I felt embarrassed, but this is a Let's Play and I'm keeping all the deaths in because, you know, I don't want to... Everyone has flaws, you know, even someone who's played this game. You know, but anyway, this boss fight, besides the bullshit I was doing, is pretty simple. Like I said, you'll see me do a little bit better here. So, but yeah, like I said, people were complaining about the, I don't know, I keep going back to this, but the people were complaining that there was nothing or nothing has changed from the original. I disagree with that because, like I said, the bank vault level, brand new level. Even the, when we get to it, I'll get to that when we get to it, but they added another level. And like I said, I'll talk about that more when we actually get to that part. And they did change quite a few things for the level because it's not 100% the same. And like I said, I appreciate it. You know, they still kept it to the point where it's like, okay, it's still recognizable, but at the same time, they added quite, you know, they tweaked it slightly, you know, to give us like somewhat of a new experience. And like I said, that's something I truly appreciate. So, all I can say is to people, if you don't like it, if you didn't want to play it, that's fine. But anybody else, if you're saying it's too hard, then get good at video games, because it's not glitched or anything. You just gotta get good.
Please stop!
Webby!
Be nice, Uncle Scrooge. That poor fuzzy lady didn't mean any harm. Did you, ma'am?
Ma'am, don't be daft, lass. This monster tried to pummel me. Why, I nearly cashed my last check.
Oh, I know, ma'am. But Uncle Scrooge is really nice once you get to know him.
Webby, you understand this creature?
Of course, Uncle Scrooge. It's all in the Junior Woodchuck Guidebook.
What's she saying now?
She says she's sorry if she hurt you. She's just upset because she stepped on a thorn and can't get it out.
A thorn? You don't suppose... Here's your thorn, Abigail. The lost crown of Genghis Khan.
The pretty crown! You found it!
Aye, the poor creature was standing on it. Webby, I cannot thank you enough. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. Without your help, we never would have found the treasure. Oh, and thanks to you too, ma'am.
I think she likes you, Uncle Scrooge.
Well, that's odd. Usually it's me the ladies go gaga for.
Aye, well, let's get home before she grows any fonder of me.
And there we go. We cleared the stage, and yeah, that's the first stage. Like I said, I am loving this game. Played the ever-loving hell out of it when it came out. And one thing too, it actually shows our status, how much we've earned, our difficulty modifier, and it shows a lot of it. So it'll pop up in a second, and it shows how well we've done.
The lost crown of Genghis Khan is mine, lads. All it took was a bit of tenacity and perseverance.
And a little kindness and patience. Right, Uncle Scrooge?
Right you are, Webby darling. Now, where's Bubba run off to?
Yeah, where is he? He was here a minute ago.
Why does no answer Baba?
He's over there having a tea party with Webby's toys.
No. Baba smash!
Uh-oh, Webby. Sounds like Bubba's not getting along so good with your Quacky Patch dolls. You keep away from my dolls, mister!
Remember, kindness and patience, Abigail. Set a good example for the lad. Well then, what treasure shall we look for next?
And there we go. That's part 2 of DuckTales. Like I said, loving the game so far, and I'm happy to be Let's Playing it. But anyway, guys, I'll talk more in part 3. Like I said, I know if I've been jumbling around with the commentary, but it has literally been a long time since I've done this. So I need to get back into the groove of things, as we should say. But anyway, guys, I'll see you in part 3.